after you can't get any more reps, you're done. You can't, it's a struggle. Yes. Instead of stopping, you not stopping. Coach Greg, and today another installment of the 3 best and 3 worst exercises. Today, we're talking about the triceps, the horseshoe muscle on the back of the arm, okay? Triceps. It stands for 3 muscles. We have the lateral, medial, and long head. A lot of people don't really know this, but the tricep is actually much more important to giving you huge arms than the bicep. When you flex your bicep, or when someone says flex your arm, you always go to the bicep. But really, the triceps contributes way more mass. It's more muscle, there's more size. About 1.5 times more mass than the bicep. Or the bicep is like 2/3 of the muscle of the tricep. So you want big arms? Really work the triceps. Okay, the 3 best, top 3. The dip, okay? Dips, but not regular ass dips. You gotta change it up. You can't just throw on a bunch of weights on your belt and stand there and press it any way you like. If you do it like that, you could get injured. It's not being done right. We wanna focus on the triceps and not the chest. The chest is gonna get enough work from everything else you're already doing. So to get focused on the triceps, you have to be vertical. So when you're doing your triceps, you have to stay upright like this, okay? You cannot get into the lean, and a lot of people will do this, okay? If you start leaning forward and pressing, you're changing it into almost like a crossover and your chest is flexing. Don't lean forward. Stay upright. You can do this with a machine, okay, a regular dip machine. You can do it with a regular dip bar, free weight dip bar, assisted dips, or you could even sit on the back of a bench, you know. Your bench is behind you, and you're just dipping down and pushing up. You can do that one at home, okay? So dips is an overall great exercise for the triceps, but a lot of people do it wrong. They lean too far forward. They're ego lifting, trying to throw on too many plates on themselves. Oh, I can dip 100 pounds, watch this. And they're cheating and they're using too much shoulder and you can get hurt. You don't want to injure your rotator cuff. You don't want to get your shoulder injured doing a dip exercise. Okay, so it's a great exercise. It's not the number 1, but definitely give these a try. Number 2, tricep press downs. It doesn't matter which bar you use. You can use the straight bar, the rope, the V bar, long rope, short rope. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Use the one that you like. We all have a different anatomy. We're all made a different way. Some of us get elbow pain if we do tricep press downs a certain way. Some of us don't, okay? You need to do these exercises. They're so fundamentally sound in terms of building muscle. It's such an easy and great exercise to do if you have a pulley system, okay? So lean forward. Make sure you're leaning forward. Lean forward, and don't stop halfway. A lot of people do this wrong. They'll do tricep press downs and they'll go like this. No, really lock it down as far as you possibly can go. You want to go to full extension. The triceps really work hard at the end, or the extension, full extension of the arm. If you don't go all the way down, you're certainly missing out. If you don't bend till you're at least like this, 45 degrees, it's not enough. So you want to go at least a little bit past that. So if your triceps look like this when you do it, you're not going far enough up. You want to go further ahead. If you're standing too far upright, you're not going to get as much extension as well. Lean forward. Your arm will go ahead slightly. It gets you in a better position to push hard, and that's the way you want to do it. Don't overcomplicate things. Yeah, try to keep your elbows to your sides if you can. If you can't, they're to the side. Big deal. It's still going to work the tricep. You can't not work your triceps if you're extending the arm. You can't. If your elbows are out, it's still going to work your triceps. If you get it in tight, you can work the long head a little bit more. But if it hurts, if you get elbow pain, it's not worth it. So remember, comfort is more important than just doing it the most optimal way. If you do it slightly off, you're still going to get 90% of the benefits, and that's a lot better than being injured and getting a zero benefits if you can't do it because you hurt yourself. Next, the number one best exercise you can do for the triceps. It is the Skull Crusher Superset with close grip bench. Okay, very specific. It's not just one exercise, but I call it one exercise because every time I do this, I do it like this. Skull crushers, contrary to the name, we don't want to crush our skulls with the bar. Okay, so typically people would do it like this and lower it to their head and press it up. We don't actually want to do that. We want to lower the bar behind our heads, okay? So if you're laying down on a bench, you're not going to lower it to your head. You're going to lower it behind your head, okay? That'll get you increased range of motion and allow you to just safely do the exercise. You don't want to crush your head. It makes common sense. Common sense, you don't want to crush your head. Behind the head, safer. Also, use an easy bar, not the straight bar. The easy bar allows you to bend your wrist and puts less strain on the wrist. A lot of people don't know what to do at the top. So they're bending down, they're going behind their head, it's good, and they go up like this, and then they go all the way up to here. That is pointless. The exercise should stop at eye level. Once you can see that bar, you see it, you stop and go back. You're taking tension off the triceps. It's not working harder than last time anymore. It's just relaxing. It's taking the day off at the top. It's not an exercise you want to come and fully lock out and turn it over to the top. Not what you do. So make sure you go behind the head and stop at your eyes. After you can't get any more reps, you're done. You can't, it's a struggle. Yes. Instead of stopping, you not stopping. You're going to continue on and press up, okay? So from the side, you've done these exercises, you're all done, and then you press it to the chest and extend like this. So the set gets extended. The close grip bench press, I would have had in my top 3 exercises to do on its own merit. The reason I didn't is because you're already going to be bench pressing for your chest. So the triceps is already getting a significant workout from doing the bench press, especially if you go with a shoulder width grip. The wider you go, the more chest, the more narrow you go, the more triceps, okay? So you're already doing your bench presses to build up your chest. You're already getting some tricep development there. So we're trying to target specifically just the triceps, not do as much of the chest. So that's why I have it like this. If you're at home or there's no gym bench available, you can do these on the floor extensions, but you want to pick a 10-pound plate or smaller. The smaller the weight, the further you can go down, okay? So it is an option. You can just lay on the floor and do it and do the exact same motion, but you won't be able to go quite down as far, especially if you pick a 45-pound plate, that's not going all the way down. So it is an option mostly for if you're at home and you just don't have access to the gym. And now the 3 worst tricep exercises to do. In descendingly getting worse order, overhead dumbbell tricep extensions. So you basically grab the dumbbell, you go behind your head and you press like that, okay? I used to do these, and I used to complain all the time that it hurt my elbow, and I complained all the time because everyone said, you gotta stick your freaking arms to your head, and I couldn't do it. I'm like, I can't do it. I cannot do it. So you can't just fix your anatomy and say it can do it if you can't do it. Your shoulder's in a more vulnerable position. It's more likely to get hurt. Your elbows can feel the strain, and it's simply not as effective as a better version of this exercise. So this way to do it is kind of silly. So instead of doing a vertical tricep extension, there's a better way to do it. Don't do it like this, standing or seated, and you just do that. And look, that's how much my arms are coming out. Too bad, that's what's gonna happen. You need to allow your elbows to come out if it's gonna hurt. You can't just force it to do it, okay? You can't. So the better way to do it, okay, you need to lean back, and do the rock away. You lean back and you do the same motion and you're able to get more extension in the back. So you're able to go further behind. It's going to work the long head even more. The entire tricep's going to get more development. So rather than doing it standing or upright, lean back and do it like that behind your head. Hopefully that makes sense. So no more vertical this. Lean back, lean back, lean back, and do the rock. Anyway, you get the point. Number 2, the second worst exercise you can do. The tricep kickbacks. And you love doing these. It's so simple. It's right there. Unfortunately, it's not very good at doing anything. It's not going to put a bunch of muscle mass on your tricep. It's putting your shoulder in a vulnerable position again. You're having to hold yourself up here, and you're trying to kick and swing the weight back. If you don't cheat, you're going to be using next to nothing of a weight. There's hardly any load. We could use 10 pounds. It's hard to do this with any kind of weight. So you end up ego lifting. You're going to throw on too much weight, and you're going to try to swing it back, and you're going to be swinging like this. Okay? You're going to be looking like you're dancing in a Chloe Ting video or something. So, you can't use enough weight for this exercise. It's not very effective, and there's so many better choices, so why opt for something suboptimal when there's better choices? So, enough with the kickbacks. They're not doing it. It's not hard enough. There's other choices that you can do. I mean, if you're desperate and you love it, so be it. Do it at the end of an exercise, or add it on to another exercise as a superset. So you finish your exercise, tricep press downs, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do these after. Be my guest, but just don't think that it's a mass building, horseshoe building, amazing exercise. The worst tricep exercise you can do for the triceps is this. Have you seen some of these workout videos that these fitness influencers make?
You want to make sure the elbows stay together the entire time, and you will really feel the triceps.
Tricep exercise! Triceps! No! Any exercise that doesn't use weights, a resistance of some sort, is not going to build your muscle. This is not enough to build biceps. This is not enough to build triceps. This is not enough to build freaking delts. No! You need to have a weight. You need to do real lifting. If you can't do all these exercises and you're at home, you can do some wall push-ups. You can work the muscle. If you don't feel it working hard, it's not effective. This is not a frigging tricep exercise. It's lucky to be a stretch. Maybe you could argue it belongs in a yoga class. It is not going to build muscle. Okay? So that's it. The top three worst exercise. Subscribe, click the bell buttons, follow me. I have a home and hypertrophy training program. It has all these exercises you can do and stuff for training at home and doing it the right way, at home without equipment, how to effectively build your triceps and all these muscles. I suggest you get it. Why not? You know, if you want to train at home and you want some more information, it can't hurt. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. Follow me on Instagram. Watch one of these 2 videos that are blooped up here. And until next time, I am out.